All right. So good morning. Happy last Saturday of September. Where did this month go? My goodness. Didn't we just start September? It's crazy. Um, sorry, I had to get my coffee. Well, I just again always start with you guys just telling you guys awesome job for making this a priority, no matter where you are. You're at home, you're in a coffee shop, you're in bed with the babies. Just making this a priority, for your life, for your business. And I commend you on that because a lot of people don't do it. So I'm just proud that you guys have been sticking this out. And I say that because there's other things that could take priority and precedence. And, I mean, I know. So this is a commitment, and I appreciate that you guys are committed to it. With that being said, you can see there's only 9 of us, and it started out with 20. I know there's a few people who couldn't jump on today, but I really want you guys to think about other people that you know that may want to be a part of this. Wow. Hi, Lori. Look at that hairdo. Where are you going? Yeah, they at 9 o'clock in the morning. You look all fancied.
I have to go. I have to go promote my business. So
Oh, fancied up. Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Nice.
thank you.
So if think about maybe brand partners that that may benefit from this. I mean, they don't have to be on my team. Like, I extend it to everybody. Think about your next brand partner if you want her or him to be a part of this. Sometimes with your brand new, it may be a little overwhelming, but I think with the whole book club and all of that, I think it could be beneficial for some people. So think about people that you may want to be a part of this and let me know, and I can talk to them and tell them what the commitment is. And I'm going to start deleting people from the group that we have that haven't responded or aren't really involved, because I think it's a privilege for you guys to be a part of it. So if they don't want to be a part of it, that's okay. They don't need to be. So I'm going to start doing that. And then let's talk about our book, and then I'll go into all my little notes I have. So how did you guys like this last part 3? This last part we read. Anybody want to just kind of touch on what they got out of being true to yourself? It's just, I have to say, what's interesting to me is how much in line Jeff Olson is with this book. I mean, and you think about how he personifies this whole section about being true to yourself and, not wavering his integrity and living by his word and being the man he is. And then thinking about that's the man at the helm of what we're doing. It's pretty incredible because we're very fortunate with that. And I know you all know that, but to have him at the helm of what we're doing and knowing when I read this is truly who he is, and he's creating us to be like this. And imagine just more people living by their word, having integrity, going, just being true to yourself. I've always known how to be like this, but I did, I don't know if you guys have heard of the Landmark Forum. But when I was in my 20s, I think it was like late 20s, my neighbor was a big Landmark Forum person, and they paid for me to go to this event for the weekend. And the entire event was just talking about being your authentic self and being true to your word, and that's all you have. And I remember it so much because that was literally, I believe, it was the beginning of my personal development and my growth. And when I started like being introspective and looking at what all of that part to it, that was the beginning of my journey with personal development. And then Miriam came into my life. So it's just interesting how it just all comes full circle. So does anybody have anything to add to about all of that? Kathy? There.
I also took some courses in the past few years through Benchmark, and one of the courses is actually called Integrity. The second course is called Integrity. And this whole portion spoke to me very directly. I think because of those courses that I took, and I believe it was always in me as a person. It just brings it to light. How living your life like this is so important, but being true to your word and living with integrity and having a good attitude, it brings everything to you that you want in life. What I found, one of the parts was talking about making choices. And it's really interesting because I'm also listening in my car to another Andy Andrews book, and he was talking about the choices that we make. And and how our perspective on those choices is everything. So it all revolves around what's going on in your head.
Yes, I agree. And that's a whole mindset thing. It's all that mindset that we have. And yeah, no, it's true. It's all, that's, yeah, for sure. What was I going to read? Discipline is what you need to get you to where you want to go. Yeah. So, I mean, the rise and fall of discipline, the first part, when it talks about the discipline and, firm values and setting challenging goals, clear priorities, persistence, personal inspiration. I mean, those are all so important for the discipline in our business or the discipline in life and everything that we do. I'm gonna mute you, Kathy. Anybody else have something to add? Sharon? Oops.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hi. Okay. So in reading it, I mean, I've accepted Jesus, and I pray. I do all of that. And one thing that really, really captured me when I started to read this chapter was that it says that you have to accept him, which I have. Then it says that I always knew that he had plans for me. But the part that got me was discovering his purpose for your life and then living it out is the most exciting and fulfilling adventure possible. And to me, I don't think I've discovered that yet. I've been going by all what I want and what I think and what I plan, knowing that he's there for me, but not realizing that he already has a plan. I just have to discover that. So that was like the big aha.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, it's true. And have you read the Happy Pocket Full of Money?
No.
Okay. Has anybody else read that book? Anybody? No? Oh, that's going to be one of our books. You read it? Okay. So that book was like enlightening to me because it talks about the source and the source being either, the universe or God or whoever you believe it, but it's about exactly what you said. There's already a plan laid out, but we just have to find that adventure. We got to figure that out. We've got to pick and choose what our path is. Like, it's an incredible book. So we'll have to read that probably, most likely. But yes, no, I agree with you. It's good. And I like to hear your aha moments. That's awesome. Thanks for sharing. I like this one thing I read. Integrity is the bedrock upon which anything can stand, no matter how high you go. And isn't that the truth? I mean, try not to become a person of success, but rather a person of value. What's interesting is, with our business and the trials and tribulations we go through, when we had that whole thing happen, whenever, I don't even know what it was, this year, I think, I don't know, whatever, all that stuff that was happening, my integrity was questioned. And when my integrity was questioned, I came back fighting, and I went straight at the source, and I said, I'm sorry, but I can tell you one thing about me, and I don't lack integrity like you do. And I was firm and strong. You can ask my sister. And I was like, no, sorry. This one thing I can tell you, my word and my integrity. Yes, I may lie a little here and there, but hey, we all have to lie a little sometimes to people. I'm just kidding. But my integrity and my word is like really, it's huge. And that's who I am. And I'm not going to, and even when you just live that, can you imagine how life will be so much different for so many other people around us? Like, can you just imagine if we just gave a little bit of that to somebody around us? You know what I mean? If we were just share that with somebody, today, go out there and whoever you come in contact with and just say, you know what, I read this chapter about living your word and integrity, and we're just not there anymore. I mean, that's why I don't watch the news. But you know what? I mean, we just got to share that to people. Anybody else? How about you, Lori, even though you're getting ready to go work your business? You always have something enlightening.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was just trying to set up the housekeeper at my house and the dogs and trying to look nice and get out of here. I'm ready to go. I do highly suggest it as well, but tell me the 3 chapters again, and I do have something to say. Are they discipline, the word, and what else?
Integrity.
Okay, so, gosh, all 3 of those hit me hard, but the biggest one that hit me was your word. On the 4 agreements, being impeccable with your word is one of the key things that I remember, as well as not taking anything personal. But when I say something to somebody, that is it. It's golden. It's rock solid. When I die, I want somebody to say the biggest attribute Lorene had was her word. And in our business, when we give our word, the human race does not understand that that still exists. And that's what sets us apart. And so when we live that culture of integrity, discipline, and but mostly the word, that really just struck me right between the eyes. So I would just say that if you can't follow through on your word, then just tell them I can't follow through, and that's still your word. And you're not a flake, and you didn't fall short. You gave them your word, and then you call them and say, I didn't make it. I can't do it after all. That's still our word. So don't beat yourself up if you can't accomplish that. And I do the same thing. If I don't follow, make it up to you. What can I do to make it right? And then I still have my word. So it's important that we not beat ourselves up if we lack discipline, if we lack our word. But I think all of us have impeccable integrity.
Yeah, I agree. And with in alignment with that, what you said, like with your customers, I mean, I have a couple customers where, you know, I've forgotten to follow up or whatnot. And then I think about it, it's like, you know, that's not fair to them. And I'll send them a message, like a voice message, and a couple of the cold market people, and I'll leave a voice message and I'll say, you know, I'm just following up because I said I would. And I'm just checking in to see if you were still interested in the products. If you're not, no big deal. But I just want you to know that I didn't forget about you, and you know, and that to me is my word with them. And if they call back, and they call back. If they don't, they don't. But at least they know I'm just doing my due diligence in my business, because what kind of business person would I be if I really didn't follow up with you? And that's true. And we are out there just living our word, so they see that, and we're helping that ripple effect with that.
Well, we're demonstrating our culture, and I just wanted to add one last thing is I have 2 new customers. One person received their products 2.5 weeks later, and I kept in touch with her. I sent her free additional products. I still stayed in touch with her. After she got the box, I'm still following her on her experience with the products. Another person, another new customer, and both of them bought advanced skincare, so they spent a ton of money. And the second person, that I don't know, but only from Facebook, she had a reaction to her skin. I've been diligently trying to get pictures from her and get her on a 3-way call, but she's a busy lady. And you know what she told me the other day? Thank you for staying in touch, because she said she might stop using the products. I said, please don't stop using the products. This was all through clip, because I'm not connecting with her. So we're not bothering people by me showing both of these women the culture. I have a feeling that might impress them to maybe consider the business. So that's an indirect way to recruit our people, is how we respond, how we act, how giving we are.
Yep, I agree. And Laura, you should keep your hair like that. I like it. And you should take a selfie today. Yeah, your hair looks good like that. Yeah, don't do anything else. Just do it like that forever. Okay. Anybody else? Doesn't she look like 20? Like, she looks super young with that hairstyle. Yeah.
That's a mom said last night. She said, you look like you're like 20 years old, and you just
look really young.
Went, oh, thanks.
Yeah. Okay, Robin, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Side note, Lori, love the hair. It's awesome. So the word thing, yeah, for sure. Because working at the college, I found that it was easy for the kids to just say whatever, whether it was true or not. And they'd get upset when I'd ask them to explain further, because I want them to be able to back up that statement. Don't just tell me something random if I ask you something and think that's going to be enough. So, yeah, your word is vital, because that's what you're born with, and that's what you're going to take with you to the grave. That's all.
Thank you. Yes, but it's true. I mean, it's true. It's true. Anybody else want to add into about these chapters? Ivana, Solange, Danny? Oh, Solange.
Actually, I'll say, I just had I'm all about your word. So I just had in the carpool with daycare on Wednesday, one of my high school kids told me a lie. And I always tell them that us as parents, we know when they're not honest. And all they have is their word. And if I can't trust your word, then it's a big problem. I get really upset. I said, my children have never had a curfew because I've raised them with integrity in their word. And I have to be able to trust what they tell me. And if something's going on, I want to know. Long story short is she texted me and asked if she could, I'm going to take my video off, but don't be talking mess about my hair. Anyway, she texted me and asked me if she could stay after school. She wanted to go see two of her teachers to ask some questions. I said, okay, no problem. And then she knows, text me when she's done and we'll go pick her up. So an hour passed, she didn't text. So I said, okay, I'm gonna wait and see, because I already had the conversation with her about trust. And so when I was getting ready to go pick up the other children from the park, I left here, and right before I got to the school, I text her, where are you? And she didn't answer right away, so I called and I said, where are you right now? Well, I just finished and I'm here. My friend is going to bring me home. I said, no, stay exactly where you are. Wherever you are standing, I want you to stay right there, and I'm going to be there in like 2 minutes. She wasn't where she said she was going to be. She was at the shop. She had walked over with her friend, and then when I got there, she wasn't even where she said she was there. She got in the car, I counted to 10 in front of her. I said, I'm trying my best not to go off on you, because if you were my daughter, I would beat the living daylights out of you right here in the car. So she lied like 3 times in 5 minutes. So when I picked up the other kids, I told them, if your word is not your word, you have no integrity, and you're a piece of crap. You cannot do this. I really told them. I went off. So parents aren't teaching their children. I even said it. Parents aren't teaching their children to be honest and forthright. And all we have is our integrity. And if you don't have that, you lose everything with not only me, but other people in the world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true. I agree. How'd that 2-year-old take it when you told him you're a piece of crap? Just kidding. Because you have all
the babies were here at home.
Okay.
And you know what they tell? We do talk about being honest and everything. Like, they tell you all kinds of stuff. Like, they are so honest and innocent. And and as you're teaching them lessons, even on honesty and speaking what you feel and all that, they let you know. Mm-hmm. They tell you.
Yep, I've been the same way with all the kids I've ever babysat. I mean, I've always told them to be, honest and truthful and integrous, have integrity. And even the little kid, Cole, that's 15, and I know he lies, and I know he tries to think he gets away with things, and I'll catch him, and I'm like, hey, I'm just letting you know, I've been there, and that's not the way to live your life. Like, you're gonna get in trouble, and he has. Hi, Danny.
Hi.
You have something to share?
Yeah. So with the whole word, speaking, my hair looks beautiful today, doesn't it? Speaking your word, it's so hard now. Just going back with Salon, just talking about kids lying and stuff. I have, with coaching Pep, I have parents lying for their kids. So it's just so hard. So I feel like a lot of people, in places where we work with kids, that if they're not getting it at home, that at least they're getting that from someone else. Because I had choice words with that student about her mom lying for her. But it's if we're practicing what we preach to, and having being other people's lives, to realize that you are what you speak, you are what you put out into the universe, and it's going to come back to you. So,
right.
I think we're doing kind of like the way we live in our culture is going to hopefully, the whole hope is to rub off and create a better world around us. So, unfortunately, a lot of kids today are not getting that from their parents, and I've seen it multiple times. So hopefully,
our culture and everything, we can just keep at what we're doing.
Yep, I agree. And I'm glad you did say something, because I knew that you've dealt with some of those teenagers and their parents and whatnot. And, some of the stories you tell me, and I'm like, what? Like, there's no way my mom would ever allow that.
Right?
Yeah, I'm like, no
Yeah.
way. Yeah, so that's crazy. Somebody dropped off. Who dropped off? Somebody dropped off. Terry, she dropped off. All right, anybody else? Anybody? Okay, nobody? Okay, so we'll read next time. The next part we read is my work is my ministry. Oh, and I like that one part in here where he said, where he had that big business deal, and they said, take all of the religious part out of it. And he's like, no. And he's like, no, that's who I am, and I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to change that. And he got a bigger deal after that. So I thought that was great. So my work is my ministry, part 4. So page 129 to, I think it's 175. So we'll read that for the next time. And then we have just a couple more weeks. I do think we should read that book, The Girl That Washed Her Face thing. I'll post it in there, because I keep hearing a lot about it. And then maybe next time we'll read the book Lori had suggested. But I will post that, and then it gives you guys like 3 weeks to get that book. So, and it's available everywhere, so you can find it. All right, so let me see here.
Monique, I ordered it on Amazon, and it said that it wasn't going to be available until October 6th.
Okay, well, that's good. We have enough time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was going to say, put both of the books on the Focus 20 list so we can order them, so we'll have them ahead of time and ready.
Okay, I'll put 3 because we need to do Happy Pocket Full of Money also. If you haven't read it, you got to do that. It's one of the most, there's actually, I'm going to put 5 books down, because I think that in our library, we should have the Happy Pocket Full of Money, and the other one, because I read it 2 years ago, is The Magic of Thinking Big. I don't know if you've read that one either. That one's freaking phenomenal. So those are like staples, I think. And then, you know what, you guys, the books you've read, put them on our Focus 20, and we can add to our library, because everybody should have them in their library anyways. Okay. All right, let's see here. My notes. All right. Holidays. Can you believe the holidays are here? Yay! Happy Merry Christmas. Oh, jeez. Yeah, if Kathy doesn't buy all my jewelry, I'll have jewelry to sell at my boutique November. So what I want to talk about with holidays is think outside the box when it comes to holidays. I know you all know people, and my sister did this a couple years ago, and it was great. I know you know people that own little boutiques. I know you know people that have little shops. I know you know people in your neighborhood that have a place that people come to buy their Christmas presents. A couple of years ago, Lori had a friend who had a shop in Pasadena, and she asked her, can I set up a table on Saturday for a few hours, on Sunday for a few hours, and put my flyers out, and people come and talk to me. And I remember her getting a lot of customers from that, and then giving the store owner some products, and that store owner became a customer also. So think outside the box with that. We have 3 months to really capitalize on it. I mean, our eye serum is a great gift. All of them are great gifts. I would lean towards like the eye serum, the eye patches, the face wash, even Youth Factor. Sometimes the night and day is too expensive for people. So we have a variety of things. So look at boutiques, look at little shops. Lori, can you share kind of how you asked that lady how to do it? She's frozen out. Yeah, she's frozen driving.
Yeah, sure. I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah.
So she was having a couple of themed activities on the weekends, and I became a really good customer of hers, and she actually asked me to join in on that because I was a really good customer of hers. Again, I was the culture, and I engaged, and I developed a relationship with her, and it was a Halloween theme, and I said, why don't we, well, actually, I take that back. I said, why don't we promote your business a little more? May I share a little bit about the anti-aging? And I said, how about we do this post? And I kind of mentioned some Facebook stuff. So she liked all of that. And I partnered with them, and I was a part of their celebration. So I just piggybacked off of their celebration. We had 3 or 3 back then, but she was insistent that I not give her any benefits. So I gave her I gave her a product, and then she became a customer, and then I did her 3 or free, and she loved it, but she didn't want that initially. But I think I got about 7 customers out of that, out of a 3 or 4 events over 2 years in different seasonal activities. But I became a customer first, and I do that with people. I become their customer, and I develop a relationship, and then they automatically want to share with me want to share their wealth with me with my business, because women want to support each other in business. That's a little bit of a strategy. I'm going to say that real honest with you guys, but I also like the products that I'm buying. I do want to say that, but business and business with each other is super important.
Yeah. And it's true. I mean, you go to these shops, you know people, and you make friends with them. And so, I mean, just like Solange, when she was visiting her daughter, she went into that little shop and really liked what that lady, was selling, and the lady wants to do a happiness wall. So, you know people. So think about the people that you know who may have little shops, or, a friend of a friend whose wife runs shop. So think about that.
And you can just say, I want to support, I want to be supportive of each other's business, or is there maybe we can discuss some areas of collaboration, or how we can promote one another. My products may not be for you, yours might not be for me, but maybe there's a partnership that we can do together. Stuff like that. People do listen. People do have their eyes open. Even your financial planner, and it can be a man. Is there any way we can partner? I have CPAs and I have attorneys. Maybe I can introduce them to you for your business, and would you keep your eyes and ears open for anti-aging, or there might be a partnership open house event down the road with business and beauty, because people want to look pretty, and people that are looking to do better in business. That's a fact. That's just a technical fact. However, I don't like that. People always want to take care of this. So stuff like that.
Yeah, and I think with the holidays, because they're coming, I think it's going to be a big market for us. So think outside the box with that. The other thing is, like, boutiques, like I'm doing one November 4th, 5th. It's the first weekend. I've done it for the past 8 years in my mom's house. And I put together, like, I have a friend who makes jewelry. I have another friend who has hats and stuff. And then, as people are bringing different things. I sell the jewelry that I have still left over. And then I have a Nerium set up. And I'll let you guys know, I'll do a flyer for that, and you can invite your friends to come with you, and then I can share Nerium with them for you as a third party. I know Lori and I've gotten customers from that as well. So think about that. Look at Facebook. Look at other groups that are having boutiques. I know, Kathy, you always look at boutiques, but I would tell you this. Don't pay more than $25 or $50 to do a table. Don't pay more than that. If it's $100, $200, $300, I say absolutely not, because you're just getting names. Because when you do things, when you go there, don't think you're going to get sales either. You may get 1 or 2, but it's more to get people's names and information. So $25, $50 would be the max to pay for a table anywhere. So if you're going to do something like that, I mean, look at the schools. Maybe do a fundraiser for your schools for the holidays. I mean, think of everything. I know, Danny, you're doing a fundraiser right now with the cookies and whatnot, but maybe there's something you can incorporate, like with the kids, at all of your commissions, you'll give to your PEP. So, there's just really think outside the box, because when we do business, I mean, I know we all just kind of think linear, is that the one? You think just here, but sometimes you got to think bigger. And I always have in all these businesses that I do. Okay. That really quick, on Tuesday is the GSR call. So I'm doing another interview session. I'm excited because Vicky's gone, and everybody's prayed for her and her accident she had yesterday. Poor thing. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw on Facebook, it's huge. And I texted her and she told me what happened. I was like, oh my goodness. I mean, in the middle, like asleep. She was asleep when in the dark. I mean, it's crazy. Anyway, so she's going to be fine, and the doctor said she could fly home. She's going to be okay. So just keep her in our prayers. But Tuesday, I'm doing the GSR call, and we're going to have Kathy and Terry, and I'm trying to get Deborah from Canada. So I'll have the 3 of them I'll be interviewing. And then also I'm going to share a little bit about something that I've been dealing with that I think us as being Nerium business owners, we need to know about and be aware of with our taxes. So I'm going to share that too. And let's see, today I had 2 Zoom RRPs at 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock. Solange's parties, we changed to Zoom RRPs just because it's the end of the month, people are busy, people are going places, doing things, they can't leave their house. And you saw the flyer. There's an instructional flyer with it to show people how to get on Zoom. So if you have any prospects that you think, hey, I'm going to call them and see if they can jump on. Anna Camp has one at 10 o'clock right now. And then we have ours at 1 and 3, and then I have a launch party in Glendora at 6. So jump on those. And think outside the box for your business. Maybe we do a Zoom RRP for you and then make it tailored just to you. But these are group ones that everybody can get on. And I'm gonna see how that goes. Lori, did you have something? You unmuted.
Okay, I just wanted to add in that don't forget the collagen mask is going to be an incentive in December, so you can start talking about a cool trial market test product that's going to come out in December. You can boost that when you start talking to friends to build your holiday sales, and they're going to say, what is it? Well, it's going to be this amazing test market product, December only. I want to keep them informed, and you can really build that. And I would sincerely save some money now so you can buy like 10 of them and either include that as an incentive to purchase a 150 product or add that in as a first-time product to try. And women are fighting a bit for collagen in their skin, you guys. So absolutely, it's better than Botox and it's healthier. So I wanted to didn't want to forget to say that.
Okay, yeah, and it's a mask and a drink, so it's 2 things. And I know absolutely nothing about collagen, but okay. I'm like, I don't know anything really about it, but I know that everybody wants it. Solange, you had something?
Yeah. Okay. Well, then research it. Look it up on Google so you guys know what collagen is. It's super important. Collagen is a big deal in the market of skincare.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Also, I'm thinking. Okay. Oh, did I unmute myself or no?
Yeah, I got you. Go ahead.
Okay. So I'm thinking. I'm wondering, like with all the sample packs that we have, like at the schools for their boutique, you can sell things, but it can be over $10 for children to purchase. So I'm thinking maybe sell the sample packs. What do you guys think?
Yeah, you could for $5.
Yeah.
But you need to. So yes, I would say yes. I would say yeah, you could do that, and then just you need a name and phone. You still want to make it as a person to you, so you can follow up with.
That's the thing with kids, they don't. They go to the boutique, like you can put your number and everything on there. There will be some parents come through. I think parents are able to come through one day during the week and they can look at it and you can say, okay, if you like the sample, you just call the number on the back. But it always has to be something that children can purchase for their friends and family. And you can say this table is specifically for mom and dads.
I like that. I think that would be great. Yeah. And then put your information. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay, so I'll let you guys know. I know I can get a booth, a table at the school. That's not a problem at all. And it's for a whole week. But there's times where I know I won't be able to do it because of daycare and stuff like that. So I don't know who is close to my area that can
Kathy and myself probably would be able to do that. And Robin, I'm sure we'll be able to figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll sign up for it this week and tell them that I definitely want a table.
Awesome. Perfect. And those are the kinds of things you guys think about. Just try to think bigger like that today for your next goals, for the October, November, December goals. And that's that. And then going into October goals. This is a 90-day run, guys. This is the 90-day run into the Bahamas. I want us all to say it. Right. I'm going to go person by person. But I want you to say it verbally about, hi, back there, Sharon's husband. He's waving behind you. Hi, Dennis. He's like this. Hi. But I want you guys to verbally say it to the group that you are committed to this 90-day run and that you're going to do everything that you can to do the most exposures, the most follow-ups, and you're going to do your sampling, and you're going to commit to this, to us, to yourself, that we're doing this 90-day run together, going to the Bahamas, and all 9 of us that are on here, we will be in the Bahamas sipping a cocktail together next year. So I want you guys to, and I'll start it, but I am committed to this 90-day run no matter what it takes. Even with distractions and this and that, I'm going to still commit to making this happen for my business, for you guys, for my future, for my legacy. This 90-day run is going to be huge in our business going into 2019. And no, regardless of the outcome, this is something that I'm running to do to get to the Bahamas for with each and every one of you, and being able to go into 19 with massive momentum because of where our company is going as Neora, as we know, and I'll talk about that after this real quick, but we are going to be changing our name to Neora if you haven't heard. And I will explain that too, but I'm committed to you guys and to myself. So Kathy, you're first because you're first on my screen.
I am committed to doing everything necessary in this next 90 days to get to the Bahamas.
Awesome. Okay, Sharon, you're next.
I am totally 100% and then some committed to this because it's here. It's here. It says so. So yes, I'm committed. I want to be there sipping cocktails with you guys.
Awesome. All right, Ivana, you're next. Wait, you're muted. There you go.
Yes, I'm definitely 100% committed. And I'm doing everything possible, even with my daughter pulling my hair out while I'm talking to you, to get, where I want to be.
Awesome. It looks so light outside where you live. Isn't it 8:30 at night or 9 o'clock at night?
Yeah, it is. And actually during the summer, it's light until 10 o'clock at night.
Wow, it's super light. Okay. All right, awesome. Yeah. Awesome, Ivana. And take care of Vicky when you get her in a couple days.
I will. She'll tell me all about it when she gets here.
Yeah. All right, Lori, you're next. Hold on, you're muted. You're driving. Be safe. Safety first.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Oh, safety first, and I'm almost hit this car. Okay. All right. I'm going to focus on activity, that I know what it feels like to sit in that sand and to be amongst all those people. I want you all to be there with us. I visualize it. I feel it. I'm going to put pictures up and visualize myself, because we can only visualize what we want. So I will have those pictures in front of me. I will focus. I'm committed to giving. Every time I give 100%. I'll give 110 with Sharon, and I'll push past the goal. And so I'm committed to make all of you proud.
Thank you. All right, Solange, you're next.
Yes, I'm 110% committed to myself and each and every one of you guys on this Focus 20 group. And I'm definitely going to be in the Bahamas with all of you and my husband, having an amazing time. Can't wait.
Awesome. All right, Sarah, your turn.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Awesome. I am absolutely committed to this group. I am also committed to my business, and I am actually on Monday starting my 2030 Club run. So I hope to definitely be in the Bahamas. That is where I'm trying to get to.
Awesome. Yeah, I think I'm going to be on that run too. I have a day to think about this, but yes, I may be with you on that, Sarah.
Woo-hoo!
Okay, Danny, go ahead. Your turn.
I am 100% committed to getting my butt in gear and making this run for the next 30 days. Huh, you too? Yeah. So we are getting things in gear, and I will be with you all on the Bahamas with my best friend.
Not Harrison.
Not Harrison.
He's not coming. Okay.
Kicking my butt. She's like, "Are you ready? Have you been doing your business so we can go to the Bahamas?" I'm like, "Yes."
Good.
Yep.
Good. All right, Robin, your turn.
Okay. To y'all, to my business, to the Bahamas. I want to know what my dad finds so fascinating about the Bahamas. So I need to go. So yes, I'm there.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so let's take our group shot real quick. Lori's there. Okay, hold on. Let me get my camera. All right, let me get this. And then we'll finish up. Oh, there's Sarah. Okay. All right, everybody smile. Wait, Wyatt. All right, let's see. Hold on, let me check it. Oh, cute. Okay. All right, guys, real quick, with a raise of hands, do you guys all know Neora? Do you all understand Neora? Danny does not. Lori knows. Okay, so Neora, back in, and they kept saying San Jose on the call we were on, but it was not San Jose, it was Long Beach. Because I remember in Long Beach, the screen came up and it said Neora, and it had an umbrella, and everybody was like, Neora, what's Neora? And so, what's happening is we're going to have a name change, which they've been working on since Long Beach, which is 4 years ago. And Nerium is going to be Neora. So we are going to be Neora Company. And then we're underneath us is Live Happy, and underneath us will be other entities that will eventually come. It's not on Facebook or social media yet because they're rolling this out worldwide right now. And I think it's this Tuesday, they'll announce it on the corporate call, and then we can talk about it. I remember when that came out, Lori, that's when you joined the business. I think you, and I believe you said something, like I remember you saying, oh, that's so great. Yes. You said that's so great because it was like it's like on a marketing standpoint, it's and this is what they said about it on our call that we did, was that with being Neora, we have control of that name, and we're going to have it trademarked, and we're going to have the ability to stop the Amazon sales, because with Nerium is a product, not a company. And so because we're known as Nerium, we're not a product. So that was the problem. So we're Nerium, but it was just, it was getting convoluted. So that's why they've been trying to change it. And so having Neora, Lori, did you have anything about like that part? Because I know you with your marketing and whatnot.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So when I saw that, I said, and even when they announced it to us the other day, it encompasses our multifunctional, dual purpose and targeted products under one name. So Nerium International was Nerium Night Cream, and to be able to be diversified now, both vertical and horizontal, with that name creates like a household name. Now it's like an Herbalife. Now it's like and I don't mean like but I mean it's a name that's going to encompass all our products. So from a marketing standpoint, it's going to create more clarity for people that want to invest and become business partners, and business people are going to see it as a real big plus that you want on your team. You want business people on your team.
Got it. And the other thing that I like about it is, how many times have we had people say, oh, I did my research on Nerium, and what comes up? You know, it's the toxicology, it's the Nerium plant, it's oleander, it's, oh, your company, you know, there's so much negative connotation to Nerium oleander. And now they're not going to have that. We're brand new, where they're going to come out, we're going to say Neora, and now it's just going to be Neora. It's not going to have all that negative stuff that shows up in Google search. So I think that's going to be really great for us going forward. It's going to be incredible. So I'm excited about it. It will be a name change starting in January. I have slides. The products are going to change. The packaging is going to change. So don't buy any materials for Nerium, because just use your product, your stuff now. And it's going to be slow, they said, where you're still going to be able to use your Nerium, like not paraphernalia, Nerium stuff, but it's just going to be a slow process. And there were a lot of companies have done it. So I'm excited about it. It's new for us, so it'll be good. Anything anybody wants to add on what's gone on? Anything? Anybody want to add anything? Ivana, go ahead.
Hey, I'm just gonna say real quick, I'm excited for Vicky to be here, to get here. I'm still, inviting people and so on. So that's pretty exciting. Another thing is, like, I know I sent a message in the focus group. I had a neighbor who told her lady who does the nails, who wants to sample, and my neighbor actually does Mary Kay, but her nail lady wants to buy my products. So that was really funny. So I just want to say, just like talking or just doing stuff, it works. Just the little things and activities, they do work. They might not see it like in 2 days. Oh my gosh, I have 10 customers, but as everyone's lives are so busy and crazy, I can see how me running to neighbor's house for 10 minutes, even though I think I don't have time, but I still do, it works. So that's all I wanted to say.
Awesome. Awesome. Thanks. Anybody else? Oh,
You had
Lori?
asked us to share, yeah, you had asked us to share what's been working. You said
Yeah.
you'd be ready to talk about that. So
Yeah.
I didn't know if you forgot to say that or not.
I didn't. Go ahead.
Okay. So all I can tell you guys is there's not every single day I can do 2 exposures. I mean, I probably can, but I haven't. And I'll do a 1 solid exposure. But what's been working for me is just to live in the space of the Narium culture, to keep my head in personal development, to focus on the high payoff activities of following up. And so for me, as they say, and even though I may not get 2 exposures, I do something that day to add to my business long term. And I marry the months together, meaning I've been running super hard in September. I don't know right now where my prospects, my classic prospects sit in today and tomorrow if they're ready to pull trigger, but they're going to run into October. I know that. I'm going to go, I'm going to be on the Vicky and John's trip. I'm going to be in Bahamas because I visualize it. I have greatness in me. I'm a superstar. I'm amazing. I help people. I'm beautiful inside and out. People want to follow me. People want to know what I'm eating. People want, I say all this, you guys, and it works. So that is what's been working for me. People are attracted to the energy. I want to know what the heck I'm doing.
Awesome. Thank you. Anybody else? How about you guys? Anybody else about what's been what worked, what didn't work, what you're working on? Anybody else have anything to add to that for this month? Anybody? Danny?
I've been really working with like teachers and stuff. We always complain about how we're all so tired. And so I've been constantly like word of mouth promoting like Choose and Youth Factor and EHT and like saying like I take all these wellness products and I was like I'm good. Like everyone's like, oh, I'm tired, blah blah. And I was like, oh my god, I'm so good. I was like, I had so much energy. I was like, I was good till like 9 o'clock, putting the boys down. I was still able to like be awake instead of like passing out on the drive home. We always talk about like how we're all so tired and we're falling asleep all over the place. So I think and I was like, I'm finally like working everything in. I was getting like I got a whole bunch of samples out on this week to a couple of my teacher friends and everything. So just working it into my day, I think I've been a lot better and just like opening my mouth and saying something. Because I was listening to someone the other day and they were like so excited about some hair thing that they put in their hair and how easily it was to share it. And I was listening to her and I was like, oh yeah, cool. I was like, oh yeah, if your hair looks nice and shiny and soft and whatever. And I was like, look how easy that was for her just to share it. Like it doesn't, it's not like she's trying to make me go to the store and buy it, but you just like share it and people were inquiring. So it's like you share and let people inquire.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. And you have those teachers at your fingertips. I mean, they're there. And maybe we think of something, and this is where you're thinking outside the box. Maybe you tell me, okay, Monique, school's out at such and such time. Can we meet at Starbucks? And I'll invite some of the teachers. And then I'll meet you there and I'll share the information.
All right.
So we can do something like that. And that's what I want I encourage everybody to think about things like that, because you may not have thought about that, and just like with Sharon yesterday, when I was talking to Sharon Sharon and I have a touch base every morning at 10. And when I was talking to her yesterday, I said to her, I go, maybe you don't think about this, but the people in your office, your real estate people there who are there, go into their office and say, hey, you know what? I need to sample these products and get your feedback. And just give them a couple and say, hey, can you try this? And then keep moving on. And I go, make it simple. It's not that you're trying to buy them try to sell them anything. You just need their feedback so that you can know how the new products are working. And so just kind of thinking, we all help each other to think about those little things, because we think what we're thinking like this opposed to thinking like this. And that's why we're all here to help each other think about all those other options, other things. Anybody else? Anybody else? All righty. Okay, nobody else? I know Sarah looks like she's driving, but it looks like the phone is, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know where the phone is for her. All right, guys. Oh, there she is. See, I knew you were driving. All right. Everybody have a wonderful Saturday, 10 o'clock on a camp Zoom. Kathy, yes, I can stay on so we can talk. And then 1 o'clock Zoom I'm doing, at 3 o'clock Zoom I'm doing, and then 6 o'clock Glendora. So if you guys want to plug into those, I can do that. If you guys want to start looking at your calendar, not if you, look at your calendars for this 90-day run. Look at what parties you want to have in October, in November, and in December. Map that out for yourself. They can be like Zoom RRPs, they can be regular RRPs, they can be sit downs at Starbucks, whatever, but make me work, make me busy. I want to be busy every single day of the next 3 months so that we can do this together. So, and you guys are my priority. You're the ones who I'm going to help first and foremost, and then the other people who contact me. All right.
Thank you so much, Monique, for putting this on. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Unmute. I'm going to